this is quite an interesting situation. When the druid has to use Leroy to clear 1 minion off of your board. This is Token Druid, who had used up most of his tokens, used up most of his buff effects, and when this happens, you know, even at 10 health, you know that you've won the game. When you've got this incredible hero power now that generates zombie beasts, and it has become one of my favourite hero powers. In fact, Hunter Deathknight now is my favourite Deathknight in the entire game. Just because of this zombie beast generation. It's incredible. Discovering poisonous minions, rush minions, charge minions, lifesteal minions. It's so good. And now, at this juncture, when you just can casually play a taunt, which buffs the attack power of minions on either side, yeah, it's game over. So that was pretty cool. So what am I playing today? Today we're back on standard mode and I'm playing SamKnowsHS's Big Recruit Hunter. Now SamKnowsHS, this is a dude you need to check out on Twitch. I've played some of his decks in the past, I've referenced him in the past on my channel. I follow him on Twitch, I try and watch his stream every day, and he's actually one of the few Twitch streamers that I actually subscribe to for live notifications, because he is one of my favourites, and you know, he's growing his channel at the moment. He has a small audience and he's looking to grow his channel. He's such a cool guy, so chilled out. He's from the UK, so if any of you watching this from the UK, it'd be cool to support him. But yeah, he's so chilled out. He plays innovative and creative decks. He's very interactive with his chat. Just ultra cool dude. Also has a YouTube channel, so you should check that out too. So yeah, there's my hype for SamKnowsHS out the way, and now let's look at his deck. So I saw him playing this on his stream last week. And this is, I think, an early iteration of what he's playing. One thing that he's pretty good at is making changes to decks when he feels stuff isn't working. So he's a very proactive thinker. So you can actually learn a lot watching him and looking at his thought processes over the course of a stream. This is an early version of what he was playing, and he did make changes to it. But I like this original version, and he was actually having quite a bit of success with it. So yeah, I stole this deck from him, as I tend to do a lot. And yeah, just I've been having a lot of fun with it. You do have some early game in this deck, but the danger with it is that you draw into all of your late game in your opening hand and then just lose to aggro. So there's a big issue. Another issue, Keleseth. What does Keleseth do in this deck? Sure, he buffs up your big threats with +1/+1. Is that really needed? Or are those big threats enough on their own to get the job done without Keleseth? So let's have a look at this little clip against a warrior. This is a quest warrior, and that hero power doing 8 damage offers him incredible value. However, my hero power that generates lifesteal beasts, I'd say is even better. He can hero power all he wants. He can't armor up, which means that eventually I will kill him with King Crush. So there's not much he can do. Warpath here is pretty good for him. It will be a board clear by the looks of things, but he can't hero power. And what will I do? I'll simply refill the board with another big threat. The Lich King is looking pretty juicy, but King Crush looks even better. King Crush to the face is one-off lethal. But this is worth doing in my opinion. Establish a big threat on the board, do face damage, freeze the face, and, well, this is pretty much game over. But he gets lucky with that damn hero power. That's why his hero power is pretty good too. But look what my hero power can do. I can discover lethal. And just like that, Life Drinker. And that's it. Game over. Wow. So once again, Rexar, Deathknight, saves me, wins the game.
The light shall bring victory.
Alright, let's look at this full game with this deck. And what do you know? There he is, Keleseth. Never shows up for me on turn 2. Today he decided to show up. Anyway, I've kept Deadly Shot, depending on what kind of a priest this is. It's Quest Priest, okay. I was expecting Dragon Priest, I was expecting Twilight Drake on turn 4, hence I'd kept the Deadly Shot. Now this game is unusual for me. I actually have a curve. I have a 1 into a 2. This never happens. This never ever happens for me. And Keleseth is actually going to get us some value here. I alluded to it at the start of the video. In most games, usually Keleseth comes too late. I never get value from him. I question his value. If you're buffing up Devil Saws, if you're buffing up the Lich King, giving them +1/+1, what does that actually do? Is that a win more effect? Or is that actually a useful effect? I don't know. But in this instance, because we drew him very, very early, our Saronite Chain Gangs are going to be buffed. And that's actually pretty big. From a tempo standpoint, early, if we draw them early, that's pretty big. But yes, such a rare occurrence getting Keleseth on 2. And because I always have him in sort of my last 5 to 10 cards, I wonder if he's worth including and whether I should just take him out and put something else in. I think when SamKnowsHS played this on his stream, he mentioned that this deck could do with refinement. But it's been winning me games, you know. It's been winning me games, so I'm pretty cool. And there's the Chain Gang, and that's pretty good value. Now notice that I didn't trade with the 2-1. I'm going with the strategy of trying to kill him before the quest gets complete. I've actually managed this once or twice in the past, killing Quest Priest with my big threats, because I managed to get Seeping Oozlings down and with Play Deads, and just summoned all of the massive threats in my deck. They didn't have Psychic Scream, and so I just hit their face, and I won the game, just before Amara could be played. Hence why, in this game so far, there's been at least 2 occasions where I've been aggressive, where I've hit face, when perhaps I should have traded. And I'm going to do it again. I'm ignoring the 2-1. I'm saying, hey, you got to trade that 2-1 into my 3-4. I'm hitting face. I want to try and kill you before Amara. But I have a Seeping Oozling down. I have Play Dead in hand. It's looking good. He needs 4 more activations to get the quest going. And even then, he has to find 5 mana to play Amara. Okay, that's pretty good for him. That's gonna stop some of my damage, but it's fine. I have my own flanking strike. But the doing Play Dead seems sensible first, and now this board is becoming pretty substantial. Is that lethal? I believe it is, right? With the hero power. Yeah. So, had he not done that, we would have had lethal. Had he not had Shadow Word Death, we would have had lethal. Wow. That was pretty lucky for him, you know. It was pretty lucky. But we're still close. 2 more activations. It would appear that he's going to get the Amara heal effect. Yeah, it would appear that he is. Okay. Maybe I should have played Seeping Oozling on that turn, I don't know. What I'm afraid of is Psychic Scream. That's what I'm afraid of. Hence why I didn't want to commit another Oozling. But Death and Decay here is going to clear board, and that's pretty good. But it will heal him, it'll give him armor, and again, allow him perhaps to survive a little bit longer to get Amara down. So, yeah, Shadow of Death saved him there. My 9/9 Lich King was my key to victory. And Spirit Lash buying him even more time. Wow. Just like that, Quest Priest turns it round. What you really need now is you need Rexxar. Oh, look, there's Rexxar. That was pretty good. And do you know what? I'm actually contemplating I was contemplating playing Rexxar, but since we haven't seen Psychic Scream, I'm actually happy to play the Oozling. And now, my strategy has changed. I'm actually trading, because now we're going for the long game, because we know that Amara is coming down, and we're not going to be able to get any kind of easy lethal on him. Wow, there it is. Okay, because I hadn't seen it before, I thought I was safe. Mistake, get punished. But you know what? Seeping Oozling is not the worst thing to have put back into your deck. So now, this was the play that I was contemplating last turn. Now we go for it. Now we start generating these high value zombie beasts. We know that Psychic Scream has been used, but it was a copy. He discovered it from Shadow Visions. So we know there's at least probably two other copies of Psychic Scream left in the deck. Having a charge minion that costs 6 and does 9, that's pretty cool, right? Sure, it's a Hydra that will affect my health total when it takes damage. But look at my health total. I'm at 35. What could go wrong here? I'm going to play King Crush. I don't want to reveal the Hydra just yet, because he won't be expecting it, so I don't want to reveal it. I have Deadly Shot, potentially for Amara, because she's substantial. She's a 5-cost 8/8. And that's a board clear. So, Shadow Reaper Anduin, with a Hunter's Bow. I guess he felt the need to pull the trigger with it there. The trouble is, I'm just going to generate so many more big, substantial threats. And therefore, he's going to be relying on Psychic Scream now to see him through to the end. Now, unless he plays Mind Blasts, which I don't think he does, what's his win condition in this game? My win condition is the generation of these tremendous beasts. What's his win condition? Beyond the Anduin hero power. Wow, tanking 5. And another Spirit Lash, wow. He's going all out with his removal here, but again, I just keep generating threats. Lifesteal is not bad here, but Poisonous and Taunt is pretty good. What I could do is I could play that zombie beast next turn to protect my 9/9, perhaps. But here's the interesting situation with the Hydra. He's probably going to be very tempted to start hero powering that to do 3 damage to me. I'm curious to see how much he commits here to kill this thing. If it eats up more of his removal, fine. But it doesn't. Okay. Now maybe we can get Wind Fury. Maybe we can get Divine Shield. Or we can get Can't Be Targeted. That's even better. Wow. Hero power. Probably should have been done first, but that's okay. I mean, how do we lose this game? How do we lose this game? What could I have discovered? Maybe I could have discovered I don't know, another Razormaw to give it Wind Fury? Maybe? And I think that would have been lethal. So, potential miss-lethal opportunity, but it doesn't matter. This, Psychic Scream number 2. And just continue playing stuff. Just continue playing stuff.
No walls can hold you.
Weakness betrays you.
And that's lethal. Wow. Wow. This deck, ridiculously fun to play. Just wow. So, SamKnowsHS with his big Recruit Hunter. What can I say? Hey, it's taken me to rank 4. Highly unexpected. Do I see this as a tier 1 deck? No. I think it's too inconsistent. Too many situations where I end up drawing big threats in hand. Too many situations where I don't have Keleseth on turn 2. Too many situations where I don't draw any early game. The saving grace for me, though, has been Play Dead. Sometimes Play Dead can turn the game around. Seeping Oozling is expensive. It's slow. It costs 6. And they will tend to ignore it and not trade into it and just go face. But if you can then get Play Dead, or maybe a second Play Dead, all of a sudden, with Charged Devil Saws, with King Crush coming down, you can turn the game around instantly. And that's happened a couple of times for me, but not happened enough. Deathstalker Rexxar has been the card that's made this deck worthwhile for me. Sometimes that 2 damage AoE that he does can absolutely turn the game around against aggro who overcommit, and then the generation of zombie beasts, in my opinion, is actually more valuable than the Devil Saws, Katrina, Lich King, King Crush in this deck, because of the flexibility of what you can do with the zombie beasts. Do you need a rush effect? Hey, it can give you a rush effect. Do you need a lifesteal? It can give you lifesteal. So, depending on the situation that you're in, Rexxar can offer a solution to the problem that you're facing. But when you combine the generation of beasts with Rexxar, along with the big attack power of your Crushers and your Devil Saws and your Lich Kings, and the value from the Oozlings, it's pretty insane. The other issue sometimes is that I don't draw Rexxar until very, very late in the game, to the point now where I sort of keep him in the opening mulligan sometimes, because I know he's expensive in that sense. He costs 6, but he is your value generation, and therefore I think becomes an instant keep. Whether you're going up against aggro, whether you're going up against control, he has a significant role to play in helping you win the game. So, thanks very much for joining me, everyone. Thank you so much to SamKnowsHS for this deck. And, yeah, I'll see you guys all again very soon for more Hearthstone fun. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I would be very, very grateful. The target now is 1,200 subscribers. That's the target. We are growing consistently but slowly, which makes me very happy. I think as we head towards August and we head towards the next expansion, whatever that happens to be, you know, I'll be doing some more pack giveaways. So yeah, thanks again for joining me, everyone, and yeah, I'll see you guys all again very soon for more standard mode or wild mode fun.